To create sacred art, you must create something that speaks about the divine nature of how the universe is assembled. Beauty is not just a superficial thing. Beauty is about how things are put together. Beauty shows us the bones of how the universe is assembled. Il concetto, or the concept, is the idea that the artist becomes a conductor for something out there in the universe. Then that idea, it's almost like a lightning bolt, and he's a copper conduit that this energy passes through. Then his job, because he's human and he lives in a physical environment, is to put it out there physically with his hands, his head, and his heart. That's then the implementation of the idea into a physical reality, and that carries his vision. There are certain values that govern what is art. Those values stem from the fact that art comes from the human experience, and the human experience is driven by how the universe is assembled. And the artist takes that reference and creates something that stems from that sacred element, elevating other human beings and showing something that is representative of our potential as human beings. That's the value. You look back at World War I, it's the full stop of using the universe as the reference to create art, working from life. It's the end of that, and it's the beginning of this modern era that speaks of the irony and alienation of who we are as human beings. So it's really interesting that now we're 100 years later, and I'm sculpting a 58-foot long bronze wall with 38 figures that goes back to a previous age and speaks about our connection to the sacred and the very fact that human beings are sacred. It speaks about the connectedness that all of us have to each other.